Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Alfred Keter, the former Member of Parliament of Nandi Hill constituency, anakuja na kutoboa mazito when it comes to William Ruto's cabinet ministers. He is telling William Ruto that he should dissolve his entire cabinet because out of his appointment, he trajectoried at those who failed in the last general election, those who are his good friends and loyalists. And anagundua kwamba hao wenye walichaguliwa either marafiki zao, either wenye walianguka election or loyalists, they don't have experience. They don't have experience totally. And that's what Alfred Keter is saying. But before we watch, ladies and gentlemen, ensure you like this video, you subscribe, and you share this video.
The president should dissolve his entire cabinet to come up with a fresh, if he wants to help this country. But as things I've seen, the way even at some stage the media were raising issues of concern about one of the CSS, and the president defended. I know him. You might think he looks like he's a strong person that he can stand against his word, but when on a closer look, he fears those cabinet secretaries.
Well, we don't know who appointed them.
But he appointed them.
He fears for some reason we don't know. You know, they have come a long way in their many things they have done together that he like, can I really offend you at the expense of the country? Let me tell you, how did they exist in the first place? Why are they sitting there? Including those who went to sit as permanent secretaries. You know, there is something that I did not mention. That's part of the biggest failure of this government.
Yes.
Out of the 52, almost 30 are not career civil servants. You know, that's a reserve for career civil servants. People who have grown through the ranks so that you understand a ministry. You know, you're actually the accountant of a ministry. If a ministry, accounting officer of any ministry, because you understand the nitty-gritties and everything, the challenges, the cartels who are in the ministry and everything. So you can address better. But a stranger, a former politician who ran and lost an election, you make them because you want to like compensate or to reward him or her to permanent secretary position, which is a public service. It's a public service sector. Even the PSS.
So
it should come from the public service
experience.
In the civil service. That's the point I'm making here. Can you just take your time? It is in public domain. Read the 52, and there are clauses on public service where you must have to represent all communities. Let me explain what I have noticed with the current permanent secretaries. The Kisii community makes a good number of this country. They sit in 2 counties and they're in Nairobi, Nakuru, wherever. The Kisii community, I'm talking about the Kisii community. But they are not in, there is none as permanent secretary. Out of 52, imagine. A whole community.
So then, if you clearly understand Alfred Keter, you will realize that William Ruto's cabinet ministers are crowded with politicians. I can name for you a number of them. We are having Aisha Juma was a politician. We are having Kipchumba Murkomen, politician. The current cabinet minister of health, Susan Nahumisha, was a politician. In fact, he vied for a seat in Trans Nzoia County. When you look, Alice Wahome was a member of parliament of Kandara. When you look at Moses Kuria, was the member of parliament, politician. When you look at different individuals, people like Mvurya, the cabinet minister of mining and blue economy, you know, you look different individuals. Look at Eden Duale was a politician. out of 22 cabinet ministers, let me say, a bigger percentage of these cabinet ministers, they were politicians. They were politicians. But remember, when a cabinet minister is being appointed, he should not be a politician. Or rather, he should not have any other office. Maybe as elected member of parliament. And that is why you saw people like Kipchumba Murkomen, Alice Wahome, Eden Duale, they won their seats. But they were to resign and take new roles. They were to resign. Then it means that these cabinet ministers, principal secretaries, they must be people who understands the various functions and roles of their offices. But look, bigger percentage of them, they don't know. Hawajui. They don't know. We are having cabinet ministers who are just shame to this country. As you speak, the health sector is down. In fact, doctors are demonstrating as you speak. What Susan Nahumisha is telling these doctors that, look, we are going to employ, and already we have started employing the interns. They are doctors, but they don't have licenses, but we are going to employ them. The health sector is terrible. Look at the education sector. We are having also a politician leading that ministry. Machogu vied for gubernatorial seat in Kisii County. When he failed, William Ruto promised him a seat because he was a supporter of William Ruto in Kisii. And actually was in UDA. Education sector is terrible. Why? As you speak, the capitation has not been disbursed. What are they waiting for? Look at the last result that was released. Messes all over. Shame all over. We are having also this sector of transport, road and infrastructure, led by Kipchumba Murkomen. Murkomen is another man, again, a politician. He vied for a senator. Elgeyo Marakwet, he won. He resigned because of this seat. He is a politician. He doesn't understand even the docket. How do you expect Kipchumba Murkomen to lead a docket that he doesn't understand? He was just a politician there. He doesn't have even qualities. It's just that he was elected and is well known a politician. Look at the Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry that was formerly led by Moses Kuria. Moses Kuria never knew even what entails of his docket before he was transferred from Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry to now Public Service. Still, when look at Moses Kuria, even though he doesn't understand even his docket well. I know some people will tell me that akunanga mtu anajua mahali anawekwa, akishawekwa. And that is why, by the way, let me tell you, some countries huwa wafanyangi upusi yenye tunafanyanga ati cabinet reshuffle. Inakuwa kama umetoka umetolewa, wanaleta mtu mwenye ako knowledgeable about that docket. But in our country, you will see someone is being shifted from another ministry to another ministry. Hata elewi. You know? Mtu alisoma health. Unampeleka kuwa cabinet minister wa environment. Wacha hata environment, at least zina connect. You know? But again, there are some ministries yenye huwa zina connect. But as per what we are seeing, ladies and gentlemen, William Ruto's cabinet ministers, this is just totally shame to us, we as Kenyans. We are not having cabinet ministers serving on those ministries. We are having politicians, lawyers, friends of William Ruto, who are serving in those ministries. And they don't understand what to do. They're just there, guesswork. And by the way, let me tell you one thing. What Alfred Keter is saying. That William Ruto hata anaogopa wengine hawezi wafukuza kazi. He cannot. He cannot remove them. People like Moses Kuria, ukimfukuza hiyo ni trouble. Because already these people did something secret behind the scene. This man can come out na kulipuka na kusema ukweli. Na atakasirika na aseme vile anafikiria. So for me, ladies and gentlemen, Alfred Keter is telling us that, look, these cabinet ministers are failing us and totally failing the Kenya Kwanza government. Can William Ruto dissolve the entire cabinet? Let him again reappoint new cabinet ministers to ensure that these dockets inaongozwa na watu wanaelewa ni nini iko ndani ya hizo dockets. But for now, they will not be removed. The cabinet cannot be entirely dissolved because what you know, you don't know. It is William Ruto who understands everything for himself. And you cannot advise him. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Bye-bye till we meet on another video.